What's happening, Madden fam? It's MF5 here, bringing you guys more Madden 20 gameplay. In this game, I'm playing a local competitive Madden player named Ron, a good friend of mine, who I met in the local competitive Maddens. Sit back and relax and enjoy this action-packed gameplay, while I break down the roots and the beginning to where I started playing competitive Madden and where it all began for me. It was 6th grade. My uncle was taking me to my first local GameStop tournament. It was Madden 2005, I remember. I couldn't have been no older than 11 or 12, but it was my first tournament. I had been wrestling, I had played sports, and it wasn't my first actual sports tournament or anything, but it was my first tournament in a video game, something that all I did was a kid was play video games, especially Madden, because everybody in my family was super competitive, and that's what they wanted to beat everybody at. So we went to this tournament, and I had practiced all week preparing for it. I was pumped. I remember I didn't sleep all night that night before, not even knowing what I was doing. I was still in practice mode. Madden 2005 on your PlayStation 2. Well, I ended up doing pretty well in that tournament. I ended up making it to the finals. 6th grade, I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it, and my uncle couldn't believe it either, but went into that finals game, 6th grade, and got my ass beat by this local dude named Scotty. Well, go to find out, Scotty was one of the dudes that has won these GameStop tournaments every year for like 5 or 6 years or even longer. He competed in all the local Madden challenges, and I heard he was in the Final 8, Final 4, lost to Secret in the Denver Madden Challenge. Things I was not aware about then, or even have the knowledge to be able to compete with these people. But it went on for 6th, 7th, 8th grade, where I was in the finals of these local tournaments, and I just couldn't get it done. So I gave it a rest and went on to my teenage years. And then I wanted to be serious. After getting my ass kicked in high school wrestling, learning the hard way, learning that I had to put in the work to gain success, or to gain anything I had to put in the work, and I was lazy then, didn't have the mentality to get it done. I was a spoiled kid. But I was about 16, 17 when I had realized that I still loved playing Madden and I still wanted to compete, and luckily things like Madden Nation and Madden growing in popularity, luckily again in my city, every year they also had Madden tournaments at the local Walmarts, and to this day in 2020 they have had one every year for almost 20 years, it seems like. It's unbelievable, because I've lived in bigger cities in different states, and they don't have anything like that for their locals or any of their Walmarts or local GameStops. I was very fortunate to have this support from local people in the community and the competitive nature from where I'm from, Pueblo, Colorado. It's an awesome thing that we had this arena where gaming wasn't popular back then, or as popular as it is now with esports going on. So it was an amazing thing back then that we had this to compete in and to keep us busy. But going back to that, it was Madden 11. Madden 11 was the year that I had found, GG Rematch, watching Truth on YouTube and watching all these YouTube videos that I had found and learning plays and learning the nanos back in the day, the rocket catches, and putting that into my game plan and actually scheming and being ready for competition. I'd finally got myself together and I was ready to compete. Then it came time to sign up for that local tournament that summer, get ready for that. And what do you know, I go in, I show out, but guess who's waiting for me in the semifinals? Scotty. This guy had been a thorn in my side forever, and I knew if I ever wanted to be good at anything, I would have to beat the best. And what do you know, this dude had been killing it for years and years, winning TV after TV, local tournaments, on the radio, on Kilo. He'd been killing it. But it was Madden 11. I'm a Denver Bronco fan to the death, but Madden 11, you know those Raiders were tough. That speed. I came in, I showed out, and I finally beat the beast Scotty. Finally took him out, and then the guy I'm playing now in this video, Ron, he was supposed to be in the finals, and he ended up losing to someone else. We never played, but the hype was I was supposed to play him because he was Scotty's lab partner at the time, and great competition. He was ready to get it. He knew all the same knowledge as us, or as me, that I had learned to compete with Scotty. So it was all from there that it all began. And what do you know, from that point on, 2011, I took the torch and continued to grind it out and playing more local tournaments. And I eventually found online tournaments and tournaments in Denver and bigger cities in Colorado where I was from. And what do you know, I found something I was good at. Continued to push and practice, and I won almost every local tournament in Pueblo at the Walmart, the Showtime, from 2011 until like 14, and then also every North Side and South Side tournament when that was getting ran from like 2011 to almost 2020. It was the craziest run ever as far as like local things. I killed it. I was the best in Colorado, and then I took it elsewhere. I blew up. I qualified for the Madden tournament in Las Vegas in 2013 with Virgin Gaming. And what do you know, I was traveling to compete in Atlanta, Dallas, Las Vegas again, just to play Madden. I was making money, paying my bills with this money back in the day, and crazy times. I would have never imagined that I had a talent in gaming like I thought I did. So here I am now making these videos and getting this content out, but that's the roots. That's where it all began. It's crazy to see where it's came and where it's going. It's only the beginning, that's for sure. And from here on, I can't wait to grow with you guys and show you where I'm aiming to be. And I'm aiming to be the best again. I took a down year or two, took a step back, had to reevaluate things, and made sure everything in life was going right on the other side of the gaming aspect. And I can't wait to grind it out and show you what I got again. But before we get to that, let's get back to this game, because I was just up 10, and now it's down to 3, and we're down to the onside kick. Man, these Pueblo guys got some fight in them, I'm telling you, man. Even at that, EA took the momentum back, and now I'm scared. Now, after this, this is what my mind's thinking.
And that's life.
Ron's not going down without a fight, though. Lamar Jackson's a problem, and he's cooking up dots with those wheel routes. I can't afford to give up any more plays. But what do you know? I clutch up and I get that pick. It's time to knee it out. I ain't giving EA no more chances, and I sure in the hell ain't giving Ron another chance to win this game. We're going to take that win. I appreciate you guys coming out, listening to my story, watching my video. If you can please give my video a like, share, subscribe to the channel. I have more content coming soon. MF out. Appreciate y'all.